got anything else on you?
No, just probably 20 kilos.
In a gripping display of fast-paced policing and decisive action, Lincolnshire police officers apprehended a man who goes by the name of Amir Zaman, a 35-year-old disqualified driver from Sheffield, after a high-speed pursuit led to the discovery of a massive Class A haul and a deadly weapon. The incident, which unfolded on February the 22nd, 2025, has since shaken both law enforcement and communities affected by drug trafficking across the East Midlands and South Yorkshire. So the chase that brought it all down, so it began as a routine patrol on the A1 near Coddington, a stretch of highway notorious for reckless drivers and occasional smuggling runs. At around 3:45, officers observed a silver Skoda Superb recklessly speeding over 100 miles per hour. What started as a minor traffic violation quickly escalated into something much more serious. The unmarked police car initiated a stop, pulling the vehicle over to the side of the road. Inside sat Amir Zaman, calm and composed, but that calm would soon be given away to panic. When asked to provide identification, Zaman started acting a little bit shifty and he gave false details to officers. It was a futile attempt though. Fingerprint scanning technology quickly unmasked him not just as a disqualified driver, but as a man already known to authorities for previous drug-related offences. The coppers put two and two together, and upon the arrest, they decided to search the vehicle. They were searching all over the shore, couldn't find nothing, but then one of the eagle-eyed officers spotted something underneath the car seat, the driver's seat. Hidden under there was a bag containing some heroin with an estimated street value of £130,000. The Class A drug was vacuum sealed and packaged for wholesale distribution. Even more chillingly was the presence of an 8-inch knife tucked inside the driver's side door, a weapon officers believe the man kept within arm's reach for protection or intimidation. The combination of drugs and a deadly weapon suggested not a user, but a trafficker, someone embedded in the logistics of street-level and mid-level drug supply networks. The man was immediately taken into custody and charged with a number of offences: possession with intent to supply Class A, possession of a bladed article, driving whilst disqualified, driving without insurance, obstructing police and giving false details. When the case reached Lincoln Crown Court, Zaman pleaded guilty to all counts. In a sentencing hearing marked by firm words from the presiding judge, he was handed a 6-year prison sentence and extended 5-year driving disqualification. The judge remarked that Zaman had shown a blatant disregard for the law and public safety, adding that his actions not only put himself but countless of other people at risk.
You was, yeah. Any reason for your speed?
I had my music on, I didn't know, and I thought, you know what?
No, what's your name, mate?
Amir Zaman.
Look at me. Just grab the fingerprint. So with your left index finger, yep, put it on there for me. And your right index finger. You Amir. Why bullshit, mate?
I'm spanned at the minute, officer.
You disqual?
Yeah, I am. I'm not gonna lie. I tried my best.
You did, bro. Just don't bullshit me, mate.
I'm fucking jail, bro. That's what I've already been in prison once, man.
Alright, let's start this again. Drugs offences previously.
Yeah.
Anything on you at the minute? Anything in the car? No, we're going to detain you, mate, on Section 23 Misuse Drugs Act, okay? First of all, you lied to me about details.
Yeah.
Okay. Detain you for possession drug search. You're arrested on suspicion of possession with intent to supply.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Also, driving whilst disqualified.
No.
Possession of a bladed article.
Yeah.
Right. With regards to those offences, you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention that when questions shall be tried in court. Anything you do say may be good evidence.
You got anything else on you?
No, just probably 20 kilos.
This was not Zaman's first brush with justice, so in May 2020 he was sentenced to 2 years and 6 months in prison after being caught delivering coke and ecstasy around Sheffield. On that occasion, South Yorkshire police found him in possession of 14 grams of coke, 109 grams of skunk, 9 grams of ecstasy, £530 in cash, 3 burner phones containing extensive evidence of drug distribution. At the time, Zaman, then described as a father of three, claimed he'd been drawn into the trade due to financial hardship. The court gave him a chance to rehabilitate, but this recent arrest proves he remained entrenched in the criminal circles. Speaking after the sentencing, a Lincolnshire police spokesperson said Zaman posed a serious threat to public safety. The sheer volume of Class A recovered indicates a high-level operation. His arrest and sentencing are a credit to the diligence and persistence of our officers. Local residents in both Lincolnshire and Sheffield had expressed relief but also concern over the deeper implication. One resident stated, "It's terrifying to think people like this are using our roads for these operations. We see the headlines, but we don't always see how close this world is to ours." Zaman's arrest sheds light on a growing pattern of drug couriers using major highways like the A1 and M1 to ferry narcotics between northern cities and rural hubs. With high demand for heroin across smaller towns and limited law enforcement presence in some stretches, traffickers often gamble on fast trips to avoid detection. But this time, the gamble failed. Amir Zaman now sits behind bars, his freedom stripped by his own repeated choices. While his arrest is a significant blow to regional drug trafficking efforts, authorities warn that he is only one part of a larger, more complex web. For Lincolnshire Police, the message is clear: the roads will not be safe haven for drug dealers. For the community, Zaman's stories is a chilling reminder that beneath the surface of daily life, crime networks continue to thrive and must be met with equal resolve. So guys, this is a new story. Coming in, let me know what you think in the comments below. And guys, in this next news story, a man has been convicted of killing his 74-year-old neighbour following a row over a gate. Trevor Gochan, who's 57, was found guilty by a jury of manslaughter over the killing of Jim O'Neill in central London last year. Emergency services were called to the scene around midday on Sunday the 6th of October following reports that a man had been assaulted. Police said Gochan punched and kicked his victim in full view of members of the public, among them children, on a busy Sunday morning. Gochan then fled to his nearby home where he was arrested. Mr. O'Neill was found multiple injuries and taken to hospital where doctors identified a bleed on his brain. He died in hospital 2 weeks later on Monday, the 21st of October. Post-mortem examination found that he had died as a result of complications from a traumatic brain and rib injury sustained in the assault. Gochan told the jury at Southwark Crown Court that he acted in self-defence when he attacked Mr. O'Neill following a row over a garden gate. Met Police Detective Chief Inspector Wayne Jolly from the Specialist Crime South who led the investigation said, "Our thoughts are with the family and friends of Mr. O'Neill, who lost a loved one in shocking circumstances. The killer acted disgracefully, punching and kicking his victim in full view of members of the public, among them children, on a busy Sunday morning. The jury's verdict shows that casual, thuggish violence will not be tolerated on London streets, and there's absolutely no excuse for Gochan's conduct. Gochan is due to be sentenced at Southwark Crown Court in June and has been remanded into custody." So guys, there's a couple of stories coming out from the streets of the UK. Once again, if you already haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. Please give this video a little like. It's your boy GC. Keep it locked, keep it